laser focused for the Florida Panthers. Numbered to $5.99, and it is first on print. They don't call me the bookend king for nothing, my dear friends. Holy crapola. I think that is our biggest bookend that we have ever had. Hell yeah. Shout out to Bobby Viles and the UVWYNZ spot, Zoe Stark. Numbered to 175. Congratulations, Bobby Viles. Beautiful. Oh, my Lanta. Big Ben Hess, Durangelo Seath J, and Trey Savage on the triple auto. Folks, my PC's autograph twice in one show. I know, brother. I know it. And that is 7 out of 8 on that Baseball Nation. Goodness gracious. Holy guacamole. I know, Daddy. I know it. For myself, though. Thank you so much, Thomas. I appreciate the positivity, my friends. How about Bobby Witt Jr.?
Oh, my God.
Oh. Wow. How about a Bobby Witt Jr. autograph in that pack number 4? Gotta love those pack number 4s. Am I right? Or am I right? Congratulations, Mr. Behrman. You win this morning, my good man. Damn! Bobby Witt Jr. on a 1990 throwback autograph. Oh my gosh, that's sick. Thank you so much, Freebird. You're absolutely right, my friend. Woo! Uploading that one up for you, Mr. Behrman, Senior. Goodness gracious, my brother. Juan Soto. Wow. Chris Krawiec, numbered to 5. Damn.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh, my God.
Bro, you win this morning, good sir. Holy crapola. 3rd on print to 5. Magnificent. I told you that was a good omen, my dear friends. First card on the stand. Congratulations, Mr. Chris Krawiec. That is correct. 3rd on print to 5, my brother. Wow. Pros. Oh! Wow. Joey Krug.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh, my God.
Bro. Jackson Merrill rookie autograph. Damn! Mr. Malinowski hit the fireworks, my dude. Perfect timing on those. Cannot thank you enough, you legend. Thank you, Tavian. I am not kidding you, my man. That is amazing. And it's numbered 42 out of 75 there for you, Joey. And Miss Melody, I think you spoke that into existence. Thank you, Jared from the island of Flores. Thank you, Val. Thank you, Ruthie. Thank you, Dutchie. Thank you, James Reinhart. Thank you, Mr. Peacharelli. Thank you, Mikey One. Thank you, Corey Bader. Thank you, Jonesy. And thank you, Chef James Reinhart. Trey Johnson. And wow. I am astonished that is a 1 of 1, folks. Holy crapola.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh, my God.
There you go, you absolute legends. We start off the evening with a super fractor 1 of 1. Trey Johnson, rookie for the Washington Wizards? I believe so. And if that is the Wizards, my dear friends, that goes to Uncle Smitty. Yay, yay. Beautiful. Would you just look at it? My dear friends, our very first basketball 1 of 1. My dear friends, look at what's coming next. Oh, I'm going to freak out. Kalen Culpepper to 15. And ladies and gentlemen,
oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh, my God.
My PC, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my Lanta. Folks, you just witnessed the very first Gerangelo Synth J autograph that I have pulled for myself. Hell yeah. Oh, I am so stoked. That's right, Mikey 1. Would you just look at it, my friends? And folks, it is the 1991 Pinnacle design as well. Oh my gosh, it's so cool. Sorry, folks, I freaked out. And it's first on print to 49. Oh, I'm so excited. Sorry, folks, but I'm so glad that you're here to witness this. I know, Onward, I know. Oh my Lanta.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God.
Mr. Alan White with a nuke. Bro. This kid's base cards are selling for $50. This is an on-card first Bowman autograph to 150. Huge. Goodness gracious. I am honored to even hold it in my hot little mitts, Alan White. Brother, this needs to go right into the pre-grade pile and possibly right into the grading pile. That is magnificent. Congratulations, Alan White. You win, brother. Wow. Damn. See? All right, let's see what we have here, folks. It is indeed a color blast. And it is all rise, Mr. Aaron Judge for the New York Yankees. Holy crapola. Wow. Mr. Koba, you win today, my brother.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God.
Wow. Congratulations, Mikey Koba. Goodness gracious, brother. That one might want to go into the pre-grade pile immediately. Or the grading pile.
All right. What is it?
So, a little bit of an inside joke, my dear friends. That's the only cow milker you're going to see on a card.
It's like my favorite card. I think it's hilarious.
Oh, shout out to Rex Hudler.
Oh, I love it.
Well,
How often do you find that?
yeah, not often. That's a one of one there, folks. The image, anyway.
It's real.
That is real. That's right, Mr. Holgan. Yep. Thank you, Keithy.
He must be a farm boy.
Must be.
He has to be a farm boy.
The cow milker, Mr. Rex Hudler. And there it is, folks. Numbered to 75, Gunnar Henderson.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God.
Very, very nice autograph there, my brother. You win this morning, Alan White. Gunnar Henderson is no slouch. That is 67 out of 75 on the rookie auto. Excellent.
It's Wonderful Wednesday, the legends roll in. We're chasing those hits, let the morning begin. Mrs. JunkWax is packing with skill and speed. Sawyer's in the mix, help him fill every need. On JunkWaxVintage.com you'll find the best fresh sealed wax, brake spots and the rest. And if you're looking to grow your hobby know-how, the JWB blog has all the tips right now. From battle arena breaks to baseball and more, we've got the hits you've been waiting for. So pour that coffee, the vibes feeling bright. It's Wonderful Wednesday, let's start the day right.
Well, top of the morning to you, my dear friends. Hello. How we doing? It is so damn good to see you on this wonderful Wednesday. What's up, Mr. Ward? Good morning, my brother. Hope you were driving safe out there, buddy. Rachel Stockdale, good morning. Oren, long time no see, my good man. Mr. Fullington, what's up, broski? Excellent to see my brother from another mother. Long time no see, my good man. Hope you are doing well. Hope we're having an absolutely wonderful weekend, or wonderful week, I should say. Good morning, Jeffro, my brother from another mother. It is wonderful to see you as well, my Saint Lunatic bro. Mr. Peach O'Reilly, my fellow Texan. What's up, dude? Mr. Corey Bader, our roller derby brother. Excellent to see you this morning, Mr. Bader. Gracing us with his presence, Mr. Chef James Reinhardt. Top of the morning to you, my man. I appreciate that, James. Thank you, sir. Ay, ay, ay. Top of the morning to my San Antonio hermano. Que bueno verte, el guapo. All right, legends. So we have a very fun, wonderful Wednesday morning ahead of us, if I do say so myself. Good morning, Jeff Hansen. And your ears must have been burning last night, sir, because we found the hammer. And for the first time, we were actually talking about Mark Coleman. We ripped into that combat anthology last night, Jeff Hansen, and it was tremendous. By the way, folks, if you were not here last night, goodness gracious. All of the shows that we do together are pretty good, right? Every now and then we just get one that's kind of special. And the one last night was one of those. Folks, if you have not gone back and watched that replay, please feel free to do so. We just kept finding banger after banger after banger last night. And we almost ended the show with a Ric Flair autograph. Beautiful. Mr. Milwaukee, Mr. Sims, yes. You are absolutely correct there, my good man. The Discord link does expire after 7 days. We do have a permanent one out there, but I got to find it. So, Mr. Sims, I appreciate you bearing with me on that one, pal. But I can give you an active Discord link. Allow me just 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Thank you for bearing with me for just a moment here. I've got you covered, Mr. Sims. In the meantime, let's kick on some music, shall we? So, folks, there is no queue this morning, essentially. So if you want to head on over to JunkWaxVintage.com, snag yourself down something from the shop, you are absolutely welcome to do so. All right, let me grab that link for you, Mr. Sims. I have got you covered, my good man. There you go. Ask and you shall receive. Excellent to have you there this morning, Mr. Kyle Dana. How was our favorite crudster on this wonderful Wednesday, sir? Brian Smith, good morning. And thank you, Mr. Sims. You are very welcome, brother. Glad to see you this morning, pal. All right, legends. Shout out to all my TikTokers over here as well. And of course, if you're watching over there on the YouTube or the Kick or the Facebook, we sincerely appreciate you. Thank you. As always, helping to keep this thing on the rails. I appreciate you, Jeffro. No problem, brother. He is double covered. And that is amazing. All right, legends. You know what we must do to start this show. We cannot get too ahead of ourselves. Shout out to old Johnny Utah, because we got to bust into that spicy water. Good morning, Brian Smith. Smoochies. What's up, dude? All right. Cheers, my dear friends. Baroast. Pinkies up because we fancy. KC1, Mr. Chris Ryder, good morning, legend. Lawrence, good morning. Mrs. D'Lo, Andrea, top of the morning to you. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving as well. Shout out to you and Mr. Saw Dude. Dan, miss you both. You know that C4, always that black cherry. Mr. Oast, good morning, Christian. How you doing, my dude? The Bear Ruiz. Buenos dias, hermano. Que bueno verte, senor. It is wonderful to see you this morning. How are you? All right, legends. Let's bust into that very first pack of Juicy. Juicy. Junk Wax. Tú sabes, way. Absolutamente, oso. So, Mr. Peach O'Reilly over here on Twitch, he says, when I dropped the kids off at school this morning, as they were walking to the gate, I rolled down the window and yelled, smoochies. And I'm pretty sure they are open to finding a new father now. Very nice. I like it. Glad I'm rubbing off just a little bit. Excuse me. Lawrence, so we actually have a new chat, my man. So if you go into the old chat, Lawrence, and I appreciate you asking, and actually there's a whole bunch of other people that probably have this question as well, so Lawrence, I hope you don't mind me putting you on blast, my good man. And thank you, Rye Guy. I appreciate the positivity, brother. So for those of you that were in the Facebook group and have been in the Facebook group for a very long time, for those of you that are new to the family and you don't know what I'm talking about, let me show you real quick. We do have a private Facebook group for this channel. If you would like to join us over there, that is the group. So to join that group, though, folks, there is a security password, and that password is my name, D-A-L-E-N, like Dale plus N. So in the security questions, there is a specific question that says, what is JunkWaxVintage's real name? The answer is D-A-L-E-N, and if you answer that correctly, you will be admitted. So the question is, my brother, he said, I missed the Facebook Messenger chat. So if you go to the chats here, you will see that this is now read only because they shut down the Facebook community chats, which is such a bummer, right? Aw, thank you, Respin. I appreciate that, my good man. You're absolutely right. We are very, very grateful and stoked to be part of the Sports Cards Nonsense family. I appreciate that, buddy, and I'm glad you saw that, brother. So, yes, these were shut down. However, if you go to, you see that button right there that says See New Community? Tap that little bad boy. And there's a brand new one right there, Lawrence. So if you want to follow us over there, my brother, we would love to have you in the new family chat. Please feel free. Does that make sense, my good man? Bear, thank you for sharing out my live. I appreciate you. And Mr. Malinowski, holy crapola. You almost snuck him in on me again, you legend. You snuck in a gorgeous galaxy last night, and I think I missed you in the chat. But I actually wrote you a TikTok message this morning, Mr. Malinowski, and I cannot thank you enough for all the beautiful hats and mustaches, you absolute legend. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Lawrence. It is wonderful to see you this morning, Mr. Yunkin. Hope you're doing well, my dude. Another OG of the family, gracing us with his presence. Invader Zim, good morning, sir. Mr. Peacher, really, I see you, my man. Miss Melody, good morning. Mikey 2, good morning. Mr. Brian Smith, it is wonderful to have you this morning, my brother. Thank you. Absolutely right, Chef James Reinhart. Cheers, my friends. Barost. Mr. Pomerlow, what's up, Raj? Excellent to see you back, my man. And yes, you did there, Miss Kayla. Top of the morning to you. I saw your other half last night. Shout out to Bruce and Kayla, couple of OGs. You rock my face off, Mr. Malinowski. Thank you, Jeff. My name is Jeff. Cheers, my friends. Barost. Damn, I love that spicy water. It's just so good when it hits your lips. Hot dog, my man, you know it. All right, legends. As always, if it is your very first time tuning into these luscious locks, hi, my name is Dalen, also known as JunkWaxVintage, and you can find me here almost every single day, starting and ending your days the right way, with that daily dose of positivity, some sweet, sweet trading cards, a healthy dose of camaraderie, and always just a couple laughs. Typically at my expense, and that is exactly how we want it. So if you are new here this morning, folks, a couple of things for you. We are live on 5 separate simultaneous platforms right this second. You can find us over here on YouTube and Twitch and Kick or Facebook. You have 4 different options. If you want to navigate away from the TikTok, excuse me, but if you want to stay on TikTok, that is 1000% okay. We love having you there too. Chef Bo, thank you for sharing out my live, you big sweetie. I appreciate you, sir. And Invader Zim, Mr. Alex, thank you for checking the breaks. I appreciate that, my dude. Miss Melody says, Mr. Dalen, can I beg a view of the current break sheets? Got so many orders in, I lost track if I'm in the baseball PYT. It is no problem, Miss Melody. I am happy to show you the lists. So we do have several breaks up there at JunkWaxVintage.com. Let's put those up. Actually, we'll go right there so you all can see the top of those as well. So we do have a 24-25 Upper Deck MVP hockey hobby box. It is just $6 a spot. It is random teams, and we are approaching halfway on that one. Good morning, Mr. Esposito. My awesome Arizonan. Good to see you this morning, my brother. Absolutely right, Corey Bader. That is correct. He says, I mean, the Twitch side is kind of cool, but we respect all platforms here. It kind of sounds like the military, right? All right, we also have our 5th round of 2024 Top Signature Class Football. That is 2 mega boxes. It is just $8 a spot, and we are approaching halfway on that one as well. I kind of sound like a broken record. I think this was about halfway as well. 2025 Bowman Chrome Mega Boxes. It is 2 mega boxes, random teams, just $10 a spot. And how about a triple hobby box MLB mixer with 8 autographs, a couple of relics as well. And there are still some wonderful teams left on that list. That one is PYT. That is 3 hobby boxes, by the way, folks. 2025 Topps Update Jumbo Hobby, combined with 2025 Topps Update Hobby, and then 2025 Leaf Vivid Hobby Box. So all kinds of sweet autographs in that one. And speaking of, a 5 hobby box MLB mixer, and this one has 12 autographs. And in this one, my friends, you have 2025 Topps Tier 1, 2025 Topps Finest, 2025 Shoebox Treasures Collector's Box, looking for one of those one-of-ones, 2025 Panini Prism Baseball, and the Pièce de la Résistance is that 2025 Immaculate. That one's going to be a doozy. Calling it right now. Good morning, J-Dog. How you doing, pal? Of course, my dear friends, then we still have our 4-box UFC mixer. I think I need to lock in some spots on this one because we're only down to 6 letters remaining. But that one has up to 11 autographs in it. And I threw in a little bonus. So we're going to moose race everyone in that UFC break when it fills. And we're going to find out who gets a sweet little UFC action figure. That one's going to be a fun one. Aw, J-Dog, I appreciate you saying that, pal. Good to see you this morning, buddy. Mr. Hawkins, wonderful Wednesday. Damn right, my dude. Happy hump morning. Good morning, Mr. Saltzgiver. How are you, Jason with an E? And then, we're not done yet. How about a 6 hobby box NFL mixer? So that one just went live last night. And that is 6 hobby boxes, 16 autographs. That one's going to be Topps Chrome Cosmic Football, 2024 Topps Signature Class Hobby Box with 5 autographs, I think. 2025 Certified Football, 2024 Optic Football, but it's an H2 box. Then we have 2024 Origins and 2025 Leaf Vivid Football. Josh Fish, good morning, my man. And that's it. Those are the breaks, my dear friends. That is what we have up there at JunkWaxVintage.com. Josh Fish, I am well, brother. How are you? And J-Dog, what is the price for the Vikings? That is a great question, my friend. I would have to check my own website. But J-Dog, you are more than welcome to head on over to JunkWaxVintage.com and check that out if you would like, my brother. Let me see if I can find out the Vikings for you here, pal. Allow me just a moment, my dear friends. I'm checking my own website. Vikings are 99, my friend, in the 6 hobby boxer with 16 autographs. Cheers. Thank you, Mikey Koba. I see you now, my man. Mr. Ryan Fife, good morning, my brother. I repeat, we have a Pfeiffer down. All right, legends, let's bust into that very first pack. Oh, juicy. Juicy. Junk Wax. And then we will refresh that shop and see if we have any beautiful family rips. Mr. Billy Casper, I saw you snagged a pack of boxing this morning, my brother. Thank you for being our very first family rip of this Happy Hump morning. And Mr. Pudwill, I see over there on YouTube, my good man. Thank you, Dennis. I appreciate you, pal. You are very welcome, J-Dog. It is my pleasure, sir. Good to see you again, as always, my brother. Happy Wednesday. All right, let's go. And we are going back to 1989. See if we can't find a Randy Johnson rookie. Off by 1. Good morning. And legends, we are almost up to 7,000 likes already, and we've only been here for a few minutes. This is incredible. Thank you. Mr. Beliveau, good morning, buddy. All righty. I would also be very happy if we found a Jose Canseco. M. Daddy Go Blue, thank you for smacking that follow button. I appreciate you. Off by 1. Good morning. How are you, my man? Happy Wednesday. All right, we got a Tim Loudner. Speaking of Minnesota, Mike Gallego. That is a beautiful thing. Thank you, Joshua. Great to see you this morning, my brother. Big hugs and firm handshakes all around, my man. The White Sox. Oh, Mark Lemke for the Braves. Steve Lyons laying down the bunt for the White Sox. Randy Bacchus. There we go. Spoke that one into existence, didn't we? My PC since I was knee-high to a grasshopper, Mr. Jose Canseco. Excellent. Romo. Old Dave Smith Motors. Pete O'Brien. Shout out to Kevin O'Brien. Dan Pasqua for the White Sox. Stormy Davis. Bruce Fields, looking like he just smelled something funny for my Seattle Mariners. Harry Steinbach. Lloyd Bannister, one half of the Bannister brothers. Kurt Manwaring for the Gigantes. And that is last card magic out of pack number 1. Beautiful way to start our morning, if I do say so myself. I love that I pulled that Jose Canseco this morning. Oh, that is so good. So, folks, when I was a little guy, I used to have little binders, basically. And I had 3 of them. And all 3 of them were completely full of Jose Canseco. And if y'all can relate, give me a hell yeah in the chat. If you've ever had to put cards in pages, but you have to shove several in there because you have too many cards for the booklet, that's how my Jose Canseco book was when I was a little guy. Overflowing with Jose Cansecos. Mr. Heinrich, good morning, Jeff. Says the Mariners leaders and Tigers leaders pictures come from the same play just a few seconds apart. That is a wonderful observation, my man. I love that. Oh, you're just talking in general. Gotcha, my brother. Well, that is very cool, Jeff. We'll have to keep an eye out for that one, my man. I am a diehard Seattle Mariners fan. Angry Breaker, good morning. Great to see you, my friend. Hope you are not angry on this wonderful Wednesday. All righty, my dear friends. Let's refresh that shop real quick. Make sure I'm not missing anything. As always, if you would like to participate this morning, my dear friends, it is easy. All you have to do is head on over to JunkWaxVintage.com. That is where everything lives. And my friends, we do have some brand new orders up there. Mr. Sims, I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you, my friends, for bearing with me for just 2 shakes of a lamb's tail while I lock in some break spots. Mr. Jeff says, you just got the Tigers one, just need to find the Mariners one to compare. You were right, my friend. I thought we got the White Sox. Yeah. White Sox. Oh, thank you, J-Dog. We had an absolute blast on Halloween, my man. That was fun. All right, legends. I appreciate you bearing with me for just a momentum while we lock in some break spots here. Oh, it is White Sox. Oh, Jeff, I got you, buddy. Yep, that is Mr. Dave Valley. You got it, brother. Nice. Well, I'll keep that one out, and we'll look for the Mariners one. I appreciate you calling that out, Jeff. Thank you, buddy. Love things like that, my man. All righty. Mr. Sims took spot number 14 in our top signature and spot number 28 in our Upper Deck MVP hockey. Thank you, Mr. Sims. $28. That is typically Melody's spot. Possibly lucky spot there for you, David. All right, brother, got you locked in. Thank you, my good man. Next, we have another OG of the family, Mr. Jim Kaz, my nasty New Jerseyan, taking 23 and 25 in top signature. Thank you, Jim. Of course, folks, any break that we fill this morning, we will bust this morning. Threaten me with a good time. But of course, if none of those breaks fill, that's okay too. They will fill when they are supposed to. Never any pressure. All right, Jim Kaz, got you locked in there, you legend. Next, speaking of legends, shout out to Bree B and Lolo, our Milwaukee fans, taking spot number 15 in top signature. Thank you, Bree B. Our favorite Imus in the evening. And also took a spot in the Cardinals Razzie. Excellent. Shout out to Mr. Esposito. And then we got Billy Casper locked in on spot number 1. And we are looking good. But I want to lock in these last UFC spots real quick. So thank you for bearing with me for just 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. And I believe it is our buddy Drewzer, who we have failed to lock in here, but we will fix that right meow. So Drew Reimer, Mr. Rocket City New Scooters, our awesome Alabaman, taking letter C. And Drewzer has unbelievable luck when it comes to our UFC breaks, so I cannot hardly wait to see what he pulls in this one. Also taking LNOP. Smart man. And then last spot is spot D. There we go. So that looks accurate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, that is accurate. We have 6 spots remaining in that UFC break. Gosh, I hope so too, Mr. Saltzgiver. Thank you, brother. Alrighty. Jared and Jeff, thank you for smacking that follow button, my friend. Welcome to the crew. Glad to have you, bro. Mr. Peaks, my brother from Down Under. How you doing there, Matty? Big hugs and firm handshakes, my good man. And Jared, yes, we do the breaks as soon as they feel, brother. Thank you for asking. We have a CEO sighting, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the CEO in her natural habitat. Admire as she stares at her mate. It is not mating season. I love you, baby. Mr. Meanie Brad Greeny, good morning, my brother. Jared says, I'm a buy-in some for the first time. I've never done breaks. My brother, I am humbled and honored to have you in a break with us, buddy. Always keep in mind, folks, there is never any pressure to buy into anything on this channel. Of course, we are immensely grateful when you do. Helps to keep this thing on the rails, but you're always welcome to come as you are and just be in the chat and be positive. No funds necessary. That's right, Victor Lopez. The room just heated up, my dude. You know it. Tu sabes way. JP, good morning. Yes, she is, Ryan Fife. I agree. Mr. Kirk Wowa, my favorite former fellow Washingtonian. Hello, sir. Mr. Jeffro says, good morning, Amanda. She says, good morning. Alrighty. So, folks, I believe we might be current up there in that shop. Let me refresh one more time and keep myself honest. If so, we will just bust into some more juicy junk wax. But my buddy Roy, Senor Ortiz, just snagged another 4 beautiful packs of 2024 Topps Chrome Update. I appreciate you so much there, Senor Ortiz. And Mr. Whiting, Jared, I see you snagging some spots there as well, my good man. Gracias. And DJP, I see some spots as well. Beautiful. So if you folks would allow me just a moment, I am grateful to have you back in Texas as well there, Mr. Peaks. Hell, you were gone for 6 months? That's a long time, dude. Glad you're home. Glad you made it. Jared, you think you did it right? Let me double check for you, Mr. Whiting. I see you took the Bills in the 6 hobby box footballer. You took one of the Blue Jays Razzie spots, so you might end up with the Blue Jays. And then you also took the Blue Jays for sure in the 3 hobby boxer. Does that sound good, Mr. Jared? Looks good to me. Nicely done, my friend. Alrighty, I need to grab some Topps Update packs real quick like. If you would allow me 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, I'll be right back. All right.
Ooh, yeah.
Senor Ortiz, 4 paquetes de jugo, some juice. But we will get into that one in just a moment. We do have one first family rip of the morning, and that is our buddy, Mr. Billy Casper. And we were busting in some 1996 ringside boxing. Fireman Lou, good morning, buddy. So, do we have a Billy Casper in the house this morning? I hope so. Thank you, Corey Bader. Thank you, DJP. You're absolutely right. I appreciate you, Dennis. Thank you, pal. Well, we might not have a Billy Casper this morning. One last call for Mr. Casper. Not a big deal. We will come back to Billy if he is not here. Excuse me. All right. No Billy Casper. That's okay. That's okay. So, Senor Ortiz, gracias para su paciencia. I appreciate you, my brother. Estamos listos. Are you ready? I love the warm welcome to Maddie. Thank you. That is a beautiful thing. And Jared, I sincerely appreciate the hearts over here on TikTok. You absolute legend, helping to keep this channel on the rails. As I have said before, folks, I will always be the utmost of transparent. I would not be here doing any of this without each and every one of you. So the gifts over here on TikTok, the hype trains. Speaking of, last night we had a tremendous hype train. Congratulations to Miss Melody, who got herself a 1996 members only Barry Bonds PSA 10. Check this out, legends. Oh, actually, never mind. Mrs. Junkwax snagged it. I was going to show you, but it is absolutely beautiful. Just trust me. Up there in Sugarland now, Mr. Peaks. Outstanding, buddy. Well, can't hardly wait to meet you in person, my brother, because that day's coming. All right, do we have Senor Roy Ortiz in La Casa? Are you here and are you ready, Roy? There he is. Let's go, Roy. Pack number 4 to the side because it is a family tradition. Good luck. In Espanol, buena suerte. And thank you as always, Roy, for utilizing JunkWaxVintage.com and letting us rip into these together. As I always say, ripping into packs is always fun, but in my humble opinion, it's just a little bit more fun with 50 to 100 of your best friends, and that is what we do here almost every single morning. Oh, hell yeah. And we start out with a Seattle Mariner, Jorge Polanco. Oh, my Lanta back-to-back Mariners? Oh, brother. Peanut butter and jealous.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God!
Excellent way to start our morning, ladies and gentlemen. Herbie Hancock's nephew, Emerson, on the rookie refractor autograph to $4.99. Congratulations, Senor Ortiz. Felicidades en español. That's right, Jeff, or James, excuse me. Thank you, Jeffro. That is a sticker auto, but it is beautiful. That gets a brand new 55er for you there, pal. And a wonderful way to start our hump morning. Congratulations there, Roy. Let's finish strong, shall we? We have a Lorenzen on the X-Fractor for Alan White's Kansas City Royals. Jung Hoi Lee, shout out to Mr. Rob Richardson and Tuna, the Gigantes. Sal and his free licks for the Brew Crew. Shout out to Bree B and Lolo. Corbin Burnson on your All-Star Game Refractor. Joey Gallo on the X-Fractor for the Nationals. Shout out to our buddy Mr. Mikey Koba. Former Seattle Mariner Mr. Noel V. Marte for WKRP. Rookie X-Fractor for the Reds. Trevor Williams for the Nationals. Oh, hell yeah. There you go, pal. Little Future Stars Paul Skeens rookie. Sleeving that one up for you as well, Roy. Fernando Cruz for the Reds on the X-Fractor. And Tyler of the Black on the rookie refractor for Milwaukee.
One down, one to go.
Last pack magic, Roy. I would say good luck, my friend, but I don't know that you need it. Let's go. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Jeffro. Hello, nurse. What's up, Tony? Good to see our cool Cosenza this morning. And we start out with a Lucky Luciano for the Gigantes, rookie debut. Gunnar Henderson on your All-Star Game refractor, little rookie cup. Westberg, back-to-back Orioles. Shout out to Uncle Moosey. And Henry Davis, last but not least, rookie debut for the Pirates on a Ray Wave. Excellent few packs there, Roy Ortiz. Congratulations on that outstanding autograph. You know I love my Seattle Mariners. But we are going to go ahead and sleeve up your Paul Skeens rookie as well, my friend. That's right, Jason Hawkins. Thank you for the positivity, my man. That is a great way to get the day started. You are absolutely right. Roy, all thanks go to you, my friend, as always. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, my brother. And I hope that is just another beautiful rip in a long line of beautiful rips, pal. Allow me just a moment to put his nomenclature on that one. That is wonderful, Tony. I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday there, my dude. One more time. Thank you again, Roy. Okie dokie. Let's refresh that shop real quick, legends. And do we have a Billy Casper in the house yet? So, folks, we are current up there in the shop. There is 0Q. So I think at the moment, we're just going to keep on ripping through some juicy junk wax. So full disclosure, my dear friends, I have a very, very big day in front of me. I got through, I think, approximately about 25 cards yesterday. I pre-graded a lot of the day yesterday. I'm going to pre-grade a lot of the day today as well. Looking forward to, I have 5 cards left out of the current lot that I'm doing. And then we're going to send out all of those cards results. And then we have one more round of pre-purchased pre-grading. The orders then are in the 19,000 range. And I'm going to finish those up. And then we are getting close to almost being done with pre-grading. I never thought in a million years I would be able to say that. I have gone through hundreds and hundreds of cards. But of course, my friends, I just appreciate your trust. I appreciate you letting me do it. It is a lot of fun. So, in the meantime, legends, let's just go ahead and bust through some more juicy junk wax, shall we? While we are awaiting our next order up there at JunkWaxVintage.com. I want to see if we can't find that elusive Randy Johnson. Oh, I am so sorry, folks. I forgot. I get to show you something. So if you were not here yesterday morning or the beginning of the show last night, I have some juice, my dear friends. We got some new stuff in the shop yesterday. Can I show you? So a lot of you know, you OGs that have been here in this community for years, we are slowly but surely kind of working our way up this crazy card ladder, right? And I was telling Mrs. Junkwax yesterday, the last time I went to the Dallas card show, I had my Zion case, right? With all my slabs in it. I would think if you took every single slab that I had in that Zion case, you're probably looking at about $1,500 total. And there's a lot of cards in there, right? So a lot of mid-level kind of stuff. Well, now, my dear friends, that is absolutely right, Jeffro. Step by step, ooh, baby. Shout out to NKOTB. So, the point is, my dear friends, we have leveled up. And we have some serious juice. So if I went to the Dallas Card Show today and I had a Zion case, I would be much more proud of that case. So check this out. For my Seattle Storm, little Sue Bird, first round draft pick in 2002 autograph. I have always wanted a Sue Bird autograph, so that one's staying with Daddy for a while. Love that one. We have a Luka patch auto. So that comps anywhere between like 1,300 and 1,700. That is numbered to 49. Still on the fence about sending that one in. Ellie De La Cruz, Johnny Bench, and Orale Vato. That actually got a PSA 10 on the card, 9 on the autograph, and that is a thick card too. Kind of surprising that that one got a PSA 10, but I will take it. How about a Sidney Crosby RPA? 2005-2006 Upper Deck SP game used, and that is numbered to his jersey, 87. So that comps somewhere between $3,500 and $4,500. That's a huge, huge card there, folks, of a future Hall of Famer. How about All Rise, Mr. Aaron Judge, your MVP? And that is a PSA 10 on the Moonshot signature. So that comps somewhere between $500 and $700. The Captain, Mr. Derek Jeter. And a lot of you legends remember when I pulled this card. Why, thank you, Maddie. I appreciate that, my friend. And Riley says, I wouldn't even sell that Crosby LOL. Price is only going to increase once he retires. You are correct, my man. We might end up hanging on to it. We shall see. So I actually pulled this one myself many, many years ago. Got that one slabbed up as well. That one is numbered to 35. So there is one sale of that one. I think it's like $870 something on eBay. And last but not least, my friends, the Pièce de la Résistance. Patty Mahomes RPA from 2017 Leaf Trinity, numbered to 25. That is an on-card autograph and a BGS 9. Only the corner is bringing that one down a little bit. So I've thought about maybe submitting that one to PSA as well. Because if that comes back at 10, can you imagine? That would like quadruple the value if that came back a PSA 10. But that comps right now somewhere between $3,500 and $3,800. So that's a big one too. Why, thank you, Jake from State Farm. Wonderful to see our tremendous Tid this morning. Hope you're having a great morning, my brother. So yeah, folks, we have got some serious juice. And my friends, that's just the bigger ones. We still have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds more out there in that work area. And by the way, legends, just a friendly reminder that we are going live on eBay not only Saturday night this week like we have been doing, we're picking up Friday night as well. So for the very first time in the history of this channel, we are not doing Friday Night Lights on Twitch, TikTok, Facebook, Kick, and YouTube. We're going to do Friday Night Lights on eBay this week. We're going to try something new. Good morning, Ben Hatfield. How is our bodacious Benjamin this morning? Breaking Benjamin Hatfield. Hope you're having a great morning, my man. Excuse me. Drewser, do we have any UFC? That is a great question, brother. We did, but I think we might have sold through it. Excuse me. Sheesh. Very nice, James Reinhardt. Thank you for bearing with me. I appreciate that. Randy White, do I have the Banks Auto handy? I do not. It is out there in the work area somewhere, my good man. Thank you, Drewser. I appreciate that, brother. So, I hope to see you all on Friday night, because we are going to have an absolute blast over there on the eBay. All right, let's get back to ripping while we are awaiting another juicy order up there at JunkWaxVintage.com. So, Randy, we will absolutely be running that Ernie Banks Friday or Saturday, one of those days. And Mr. Jake from State Farm, yes, we will probably put that Jeter up. We will probably start it at like $650 or something like that, which would still be a wonderful deal on that slab. All right, starting off with Boba Fett's daddy. Look at that young buck. Looking like his son, Dante Bichette. Very nice. Jason Hawkins over here on the TikTok says, what was that combat sports product last night? So that was called 2025 Panini Combat Anthology. Wasn't that a cool box? And man, that Ric Flair autograph last night, gorgeous. Ron Kittle, George Kittle's daddy. Just kidding. Larry Anderson with a luscious lip curtain. The Orioles leaders. Shout out to old Larry Sheets and Uncle Moosey. Danny Cox for Jeff Rose, St. Lunatics. Yes, it was Jason Saltzgiver. Down goes Willie Frazier. I agree, Jason Hawkins. How about the Dave Clark 5? Shout out to our buddy Dave Clark. We have another promo with my PC, Mr. Jose Can't Seiko. Ladies and gentlemen, the moose is loose. Good morning, Uncle Moosey. Your ears must have been burning this morning, my brother. The oest of OGs of the whole family. Great to see you this morning, my man. Wally, almost on the back. Man. Jeff Reed. Paul Kilgus. Mike Dunn. Livy Dunn's daddy. Just kidding. Renee Gonzalez for Uncle Moosey's Orioles. Beautiful timing. Bobby Valentine, manager extraordinaire for our Texas Rangers. Gerald Perry with his unusually white teeth. And old Jack Clark. Shout out to our buddy Jeffro. That is his PC. Very nice. So that one's got to go in your pile there, Jeffro. It does have a slightly boo-boo bottom left corner. Gotta love some juicy junk wax, though. Let's leave that one up for you, Jeffro. Love you more, pal. That one's going in your pile. Good morning, Invader Zim. Our car salesman brother. How are you doing this morning, my man? Did we sell any vehicles yet? If not, why not? I'm so kidding. Kinda. I hope you sell some vehicles today, my brother. I hope you make that dough. Our buddy Matty says, Ric Flair is a hold. Bro can't be primed for this planet much longer. Just saying. I know, right? So I think I've told you all the story. I actually had the option a few years ago to get a Hulk Hogan autograph or a Ric Flair autograph. Well, this is back in 2022. And at the time, Ric Flair was in really poor health. And Hulk Hogan was in wonderful health. So I chose to do the Ric Flair because I thought that we were going to lose Ric Flair. Well, you all know that did not end well. That did not age well. So I wish I would have chose the Hulk Hogan, gosh dang it. But I am still indescribably grateful that I have a Ric Flair autograph. I'll have that till they have to pry it out of my cold, dead fingers. So, I think we might be ripping through another pack of juicy junk wax. I am so kidding. Mr. John Eddy and Jake from State Farm, I appreciate you using that shop, gentlemen. Our wonderful Wisconsinite, Mr. John Eddy. Are you here this morning, John? That's right, Invader Zim. I love it, Uncle Moosey. You're not wrong, sir. There it is. Thank you, John. And welcome to the family, my brother. Shout out to our Fantasy Fuel brother over here on Twitch. Excellent to have you, pal. If you all would allow me just 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, I need to jump up and grab a couple of packs for our buddy John. And then we need to lock in a couple of break spots as well. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Eddie. We're going to bust into those in just a moment. We have a couple of break spots first. In our 19th round of 2025 Bowman Chrome Mega Boxes, he took spot number 24. Thank you, John. Little first break magic for you. I sincerely hope we find you something juicy. You can ask anybody here in this family. First break magic has happened more times than I can even count. Meaning somebody gets into their very first break here at JWV and they find something nice. 24 because you're a Griffey fan as well. Beautiful. Well, you're in the right place, John. Nice to have you, my good man. All right, got you locked in on that Ken Griffey Jr. number 24, and then also took spot number 20 in our top signature class. There you go, my brother. Got you locked in there, John. Thank you again, my friend. And let's bust into a couple of juicy packs there, brother. Mr. Piccirilli, my fellow Texan, says, I met Ric Flair at the 2017 World Series. He threw out the first pitch for one of the games. I am peanut butter and jealous. That is amazing. See you. Good morning, Onward. Oh, you silly goose. All right, so we're going to do this in chronological order. We're going to start with 93. We will end with 94 Select Baseball. Good luck, John. And I sincerely appreciate you utilizing that shop this morning, Mr. Eddie. Thank you, pal. And we start off with Mike Roxa for the Athletics. Shout out to our buddy Dutchie. Francisco Cabrera with the Afro Mullet. Awesome. Rick DeLucia for my Seattle Mariners with old Dave Valley co-starring. Sammy Sosa, a much more pigmented Sammy Sosa, chucking some lumber. Pat Hentgen for those talented Toronto Blue Jays. Shout out to Jason Russell. Mr. Smoltz back when he had follicles. Kurt Schilling. We actually have a pretty cool Kurt Schilling relic that we will be auctioning off on Friday night. Bip Roberts for WKRP. Zane Smith for the Pirates. Mr. Steal Yo Girl. Johnny Smoltz, so nice. You got him twice. Bill Duran. Sam Militello. Ryan Bowen. And old Dave Henderson, former Seattle Mariner. Finishing that one off. Beautiful. Mr. John says, thank you as well. Been watching for a while. Decided it's time to partake in this wonderful family atmosphere. My brother. I cannot thank you enough, and we're all very grateful to have you. John, thank you, buddy. Kind of hit me in the feels over here with that one, my man. Thank you. Mr. Jake from State Farm says, lots of Schilling in your PC. Do I have that one for preview by any chance? I don't think so. Actually, I stand corrected. Yes, I do. Coincidentally, it is right here. Kurt Schilling for the Fightin' Phillies. And that is a Throwback Threads 2004 Country Collection, or Century Collection, excuse me. And it is a game-worn jersey. And it is numbered to 250. Isn't that cool? Gotta love those old numbers. So yeah, we will be auctioning that one off Friday or Saturday night. Excited to do so. All right, last pack magic for you, John. Good luck, my friend. And we started with Armando Reynoso for the Rockies. Sid Fernandez for the Orioles. Shout out to Uncle Moosey. Tony Fernandez. That is back-to-back Fernandezes. Glenn Allen Hill for the Cubbies. Roger Pavlik. Shout out to Roger Pomerleau. 1994 rookie prospect for the San Diegans, Melvin Nieves. Jeff Granger for the Kansas City Royals. Graham Lloyd for the Milwaukee Brewers. Old Tim Belcher for the Motor City Kitties. Dave Valley, former Seattle Mariner catcher. Otis Nixon for the bodacious Boston Red Sox. And last but not least, Pat Listach, laying down the bunt for Milwaukee, as Alice Cooper would say. There you go, John Eddie. Your very first family rip in the books, my brother. I'm going to put your name on this one real quick. And again, my friend, I hope I can find you something nice in your very first breaks with us. And I sincerely hope it is the first of many, because we get to do this a lot. Thank you again, John. Uncle Moosey, if you got to take off this morning, my brother, big hugs and firm handshakes to you, my friend. Please go out there and have a wonderful Wednesday, and I hope to see you back here tonight at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Same junk time, same junk channel. Love you, brother. John says, thank you, sir. Took me back to the days when my dad had a card shop in the 90s. Your dad had a card shop in the 90s? That's amazing, dude. Where are you from, John, if I may ask? Mr. DJP over here on TikTok says, just saw that Penix is out for the year, season-ending knee surgery. I did read that story yesterday. Poor fella. Ouch, kabibbles. Jared says, so much for Drake London season, right? All right, John, you were born and raised in Wisconsin. Nice. Sold a lot of Pat Listach cards back in the day. I bet you did, my brother. Very nice. Well, that is really cool, my man. Shout out to the Cheeseheads. Gotta love some Culvers. All right, my dear friends, my family, I'm refreshing that shop real quick to make sure I'm not missing anything. And we are not. So we're just going to keep on ripping through some juicy, juicy junk wax while we are awaiting our next order up there at JunkWaxVintage.com. We're going to find that Randy Johnson, gosh dang it. Let's go. All right, starting out with a very happy to be there Vance Law for the Cubbies. Glenn, always bragging for those Milwaukee Brewers. Shout out to our buddy John Eddy. Bud Black for the Cleveland Indians. Shout out to Tim Hudson and Yessie Hockey. Joel Skinner for the Pinstripes. Jim DeShays for the Astros. Miss Melody says Cam Scatabo caught some flack for messing about in the WWE whilst out. Yes, I saw that. Kind of a cool little promo for the WWE. I think that young man has a bright future in professional wrestling if he can't play football anymore at some point. If he's got CTE by the time he's 26. Slim with a tilted bream for the Pirates. Jared says, did you get my order? First one, not sure if I did it right or how long it takes. I appreciate that, Jared. Sometimes it does take a couple of minutes for it to come through. We will refresh that shop in just a moment, my brother. Thank you. Tony Pena for the St. Lunatics. Shout out to our brother Jeffro. Wally Johnson for those now defunct Expos. Another promo. Sweet little t-shirt. The Red Sox leaders, and I think that's Mikey Greenwell. Rest in peace to the legend that just passed away. It is indeed Mikey Greenwell. Jay Howell for the Trolley Dodgers. Shout out to Mikey Kobaugh. Donnie Hill. Stan Jefferson. Donnie Baseball with that luscious lip curtain. Excellent. The Garage Goose. Welcome back, my Canadian cousin. Greg Booker. And old Pascual Perez. Melito's brother. For those now defunct Expos. More curls than Jerry's got girls. Shout out to Soul Glow. Alrighty, let me refresh that shop one more time there, Mr. Jared. So, Jared, from Saskatchewan. I do see your order, my man. It looks like you snagged break spots, my friend. Yes. So, Jared, let me check something here, pal. So in the 3 hobby box mixer, you took down the Blue Jays. Got you locked in there, Jared. Thank you, my friend. Jedi Jeff, good morning, my brother. Then you also took the Bills in the 6 hobby box NFL mixer. There you go, my friend. Got you locked in there, Jared. And then the last thing you took was a spot in the Blue Jays Razzie. So what we do on that one, Jared, is as soon as this list is full, or excuse me, wrong break. There it is. So in this one, whenever all these teams fill, we are running a Razzie on the Blue Jays. So there is a bunch of different people in that Razzie. We do a moose race. Shout out to our buddy Uncle Moosey. And whoever wins that moose race will end up getting that team. Does that make sense, Jared? I hope so. Jedi Jeff, good morning, pal. How are you? Happy Wednesday. All right, let me snag myself a little sippy. Cheers, my friends. Broast. Thank you, Jeff Hansen, for dropping that extremely helpful information in the chat, good sir. All righty. I think we're just going to keep on ripping here, legends. Let's go. Ooh, we actually have a couple of break spots. Shout out to Revive Resale, Mr. Randy White. Getting us a little closer in our top signature class. Thank you, Randy. Like I said, folks, if by some act of the universe we can fill one of these breaks this morning, I would love to bust into these breaks this morning. That's right, Jeff Rowe. I have seen a lot of UFC fighters ripping into packs, Dana White included. It's pretty cool to see, right? All right, 26 and 27 for Randy. Shout out to Revive Resale. Our brother that followed us here from eBay Live. There you go. So that is where we're sitting on that top signature class break, folks. I do believe we are over halfway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 spots to go. And it is just $8 a spot. So we might be busting into that one this morning. Mr. Turn, good morning, pal. Roy Ortiz, cannot thank you enough for those beautiful TikTok gifts over here, my brother. And Jared just became a super fan. I appreciate that so much, Jared. I'm still learning about the fan stuff over here on TikTok, though. A lot to learn on TikTok. Mr. Jeffro says, Junk Wax, I was saying it was Scatabo ripping at the event last weekend. Oh, gotcha, buddy. Old Cam Scatabo. The dude gets around, right? He's been doing a lot of stuff lately while he's out on the injured reserve list. He should be sitting at home drinking milk. In my humble opinion. Mr. Simp, good morning, pal. All right, legends. I think we are current up there in that shop once again. Revive says it shows 1 spot left. Really? Allow me just a moment here, legends. I see 1 spot left as well. Goodness gracious. All right, so I assume we have some orders coming in here, legends. And Mr. Esposito. I see that order, my brother. Thank you so much, Greg. We do have a couple more spots from Jake from State Farm. 30 and 31. Thank you, Jake. Got you locked in there, my friend. And then what we will do is I will have Mrs. Junkwax help us out on our missing break spots, and while we rip a beautiful resurgence box for Mr. Greg Esposito. Allow me just a moment, legends. All right. Done deal. So, Mr. Esposito, if you would allow me just a moment, my man, I'm going to grab that beautiful box for you. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
There you go, my brother. You and I both, Miss Melody. You know I love me some Resurgence. We have been very lucky in the Resurgence department. I am so sorry, folks. Give me just 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. I am going to go grab Mrs. Junkwax and have her help us out with some break spots. Good morning, Miss Stella. Excellent to see you, young lady. That's right, DJP. Football is sold out, my brother, so we're going to bust into that break in just a couple of minutes. But give me just a moment. We'll snag Mrs. Junkwax for some assistance. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
All right. Excellent. Thank you all. Mr. Esposito, for the very first time on this absolutely wonderful Wednesday morning, you know what we must do. We shout, grippeth. And we shout, rippeth. Good luck. Thank you in advance, Mrs. Junkwax. And Stella says hello. She says, hi, Stella. Mr. Esposito says, Dalen, any Giants or Bills in the box go to Melody. That is very kind of you, Greg Esposito. Thank you so much, pal. Empty box. So we'll have to make a couple of different piles here. And we'll just put all the Melodies in her pile. And then we'll get that off to her. But thank you so much, Mr. Esposito, for being so kind and thoughtful. I appreciate that, pal. And that is why I say almost every single day that we have the best group of Gem Mint 10 human beings in the entire card hobby right here in the JWVCC. And of course, legends, that is because of each and every one of you, has very little to do with me. So thank you as always for just being you, my dear friends. I hope we're all having the most wonderful morning possible. Mr. Jared, thank you, my brother. And did I see our Canadian cousin over here on TikTok? I thought I did. Shout out to the Garage Goose. All right, here we go. Mr. Esposito. Good luck. Buena suerte. And we start off with a little Dickie Dent. It is hashtag JWAD somewhere. Terrell Suggs. Tavondre Sweat on the Prism Refractor for the Titans. Ray Davis, and that is for Melody's Bills. The Herminator, Mr. Herman Moore for the Lions. John Randall for Minnesota. Alake Corum. Jim Kelly, that is another one for Miss Melody. Darrell Rivas. Is that back-to-back? Maddie, have a wonderful day, my friend. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you being here this morning, homie. And Mr. Esposito said Giants and Bills. Sorry about that. I thought maybe it was the Jets, too. So Giants and Bills. Mr. Harrison, good morning, Dutchie. Wonderful to see you, my brother. Your ears must have been burning. I was giving you a shout out this morning, pal. Found some awesome athletics. Tyrese Knight, rookie refractor for my Seattle Sea Chickens. Garage Goose, great to see you this morning, my brother. You got lots of snow up there? Ooh, you can keep it. I've had enough white Christmases. I'm over it. I want to celebrate Christmas in shorts next to a cactus. And sometimes I get that down here in South Texas. Darius Robinson, little double C, Chris Cata for Minnesota. Right back at you, Dutchie. Keyshawn Johnson, some KJ for the Jets. Jason Witten, legend for Dem Boys. And that one is numbered... Oh, wow. They don't call me the bookend king for nothing, my dear friends. How about first on print to 149?
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
That's a nice one. Shout out to our buddy, Mr. Alex Wayne, who's our resident Cowboys collector in the family. First on print to 149, Jason Witten. Beautiful. I'm going to top load that one up for you, buddy. Good morning, Johnny Utah. Your ears must have been burning this morning as well there, pal. Because I was giving you shout outs also, Johnny Utah. Okie dokie. Back to the Bucks, Tyke Smith. Terrell Owens for Uncle Smitty's Eagles. Yay. We found an absolutely magnificent Howie Long autograph in our last football break. Mr. Harrison for the Steelers. A strapping young lad, McConkey, for the San Diego Chargers. Marcus Allen for the Chiefs. Straight cash, homie. Some Randy Moss. Ed McCaffrey on the refractor. Batanu. Mr. Kurt Warner for your Arizona Cardinals. Ocho Cinco for WKRP. Xavier Worthy, rookie, on the Voltaic. And Bub Means, last but not least, for Jimmy Nuge's New Orleans Saints. Mr. Esposito, say what? Seriously? Bro. If you insist, I am absolutely happy to give that to Master Wayne, my good man. So, folks, I must give credit where credit is due. Our buddy Mr. Greg Esposito. Not only did he donate the Giants and the Bills to Miss Melody, he's going to gift his first on print to 149 Jason Witten refractor to our buddy Mr. Master Wayne. That is incredibly kind of you, Greg, and I cannot thank you enough, you big sweetie. Sheesh. Best group ever. Cannot thank you enough, Mr. Esposito. There you go, sir. Ask and you shall receive, Mr. Esposito. Damn right, Dennis. Thank you, pal. I could not agree more. All right, so thus far, Miss Melody has a Jim Kelly and a Ray Davis. All the rest are going to you besides that numbered first on print to 149. And we have one last pack.
One down, one to go.
Good luck, Mr. Esposito. And I cannot thank you enough for gifting those to the family, my friend. That is extremely sweet of you, sir. Lukey for the North Kakalaki Panthers. The legend, Mr. Walter Payton for the Bears. The legend, Mr. John Elway on the Conductors. Shout out to the Kuniko clan. And last but not least, Tommy Eichenberg for Dutchies Raiders. Beautiful. Well, that is a very, very fun box there, Mr. Esposito. And again, brother, thank you for donating those to the rest of the family. I know Miss Melody is very grateful, and I know Mr. Alex Wayne is extremely grateful as well. I don't think we have him here yet this morning, but that will be a very pleasant surprise for him later this evening. Sleeve that up for you, Miss Melody, and your other card is in there as well. Allow me just a moment. There you go. Thank you again, Greg Esposito. And all the rest of those will be in your next JWV package, my good man. Oh, brother. He says, of course, just wanted to donate to the cause. This community has meant a lot to me. Brother.
This is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
That is unbelievably kind of you to say. I appreciate that, Greg. You being here means a lot to us as well, pal. Hit me in the feels over here, Greg. You quit it, sir. I'm just kidding. Keep doing it. Victor Lopez, good morning, legend. Cheers. Absolutely right there, Mr. Saltzgiver. Kirk Woa.
Come out, Greg.
Yes, sir. All righty, my dear friends. I think it is time to refresh that shop once more. Let's do it. And then I think it is almost break time, my dear friends. Mr. Saltzgiver, snagging spot number 22 in top signature class, round number 5. I believe that might be our last spot. Is that the last spot on that one, sweetheart? Babe? Oh, she got it. I apologize, folks. All righty. We do have a full break sheet, so we're about to bust into a couple of mega boxes. Mr. Jared, our other brand new Canadian cousin, he says, I like your room setup. That Junk Wax sign in the back is fire. Shout out to Mrs. Junk Wax on that one, my man. She had that made for us. I totally agree. You're right. Thank you for the kind words there, Mr. Jared, and grateful you're in the family, pal. All righty, legends. Why, thank you, Jason Saltzgiver. So, folks, you know what we must do. We got to randomize this bad boy and find out who gets what. Shout out to Ms. Rachel for snagging us this handy-dandy little dice tray. Ooh, I think that is a wonderful omen on this Happy Hump morning. How about 6, the hard way? 3 and 3. Pete and Pete. 3 and 3. 6 it is. So, legends, over here on the TikTok, I will apologize. We are live on 5 separate simultaneous platforms right now. There is one platform that cannot see the randomization, and that is TikTok. So, if you would like to see the randomization, all you have to do is quickly make a switch to Twitch or YouTube or Kick or Facebook. You got options. But the randomization just takes a moment. So if you want to hang on Twitch, you're more than welcome to hang there too. Whatever's easiest for you. Thank you, babe. Love you. Good question, honey. I think so. Very nice, Mr. Saltzgiver, and our Norwegian brother, Mr. Thomas Fredrickson. Good morning, my man. And thank you so much for 5 absolutely beautiful gifted subs. We might start a little hype train this morning, ladies and gentlemen, and if we do that, I would love to give away another JunkWaxVintage hitbox like we did last night. One more shout out to Melody, who got that PSA 10 1993? No, I think it was 96. PSA 10. But it was a Members' Choice Stadium Club, and it was glorious. So congratulations there, Miss Melody. Good morning, Tomas. Wonderful to see our Norwegian brother this morning. Hope you were having a great one, pal. All righty. Let's randomize, shall we? We do have some football teams in there. You are very welcome, Miss Melody. I think your dad might drop his sandwich when he sees that one. That is a tremendous card, my dear. All righty, and you deserve every bit of it. Of course, Miss Melody. All right. Best of luck to you, legends. 6 times. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you were so inclined, you can start trading your teams, right? Meow. Excuse me. There you go. As always, legends, you have just a second to trade your teams if you want. There is never any obligation, though. So if you know you want to lock yours in, just let me know and I will do it. C4 was a 96 Members' Choice. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate that. And it was a sick card. You're absolutely right, pal. Miss Stella says, sorry I missed last night. I fell asleep. Oh, my friend, there is never any sorry necessary. We did miss you, Miss Stella, but hey, life happens, right? I'm glad you got some rest, homie. And we get to bust into our next spicy water. Ooh, with the no look. Beautiful. Shout out to our buddy, Mr. Johnny Utah. For without him, I would not have any cold beverages. Mr. Jake from State Farm asks Jason if he has any interest in trading the Jets for one of his teams. He has the Raiders, the Texans, and the Colts. Jean-Claude Van Damme. I love that spicy water. Gosh, it's so good. It's so good it like gives me goosebumps. Mr. Legacy says, good luck on the break. I appreciate that, Dennis. Thank you, my man. Kirk Woa says, Seahawks or Packers for Falcons? How dare you, sir? I'm just kidding. You do what you want to, my man. Dutchy says, bro, I found my favorite. It is Polar Vanilla. Really? I've never even heard of Polar Vanilla Spicy Water. What brand is that, Dutchy, if I may ask, my brother? Absolutely right, Brandon Franz. Yes, sir. Shout out to Astro AI. Astro AI on that mini fridge. It has stood the test of time. Oh, it's made by Polar. Interesting. I have never even seen that, my man. I'm going to have to check that out. Thank you, Nurse Tony, and you absolutely incredible human beings over here on Twitch have started an absolutely incredible, wonderful Wednesday morning edition. As always, you legends, if we take this thing to a hype train level 6, I am chomping at the bit to give out another juicy, JunkWaxVintage hitbox this morning? I would love to. And there is still some serious juice in those hitboxes, by the way, my friends. Mr. Yurchich, good morning, Daner. Absolutely right there, Dutchie. Jason Saltzgiver, you have to put the exclamation point before that, my friend. So if you need the tutorial, just go ahead and put in exclamation point and the word tutorial. It'll pop it all up for you. You nailed it, Miss Melody. Thank you. So, folks, we are at Hype Train level 1. No, I am so sorry. We're at Hype Train level 2 already. 50%. That escalated quickly. We have 3 minutes and 50 seconds to go. We are halfway through level 2. And Mr. Tomas Fredrickson, our Norwegian brother, just smacked us with the showstopper. 1,000 beautiful bits. I literally cannot thank you enough, Thomas. I think that takes us to Hype Train level 3. Maybe? Correct. Hype Train level 3 at 4%. You nailed it, Dutchie. Thank you, my brother. As always, my dear friends, if that Hype Train needs to pull into the station before level 6, I am nothing but grateful. But as always, the ball is in your court, and I would love to give away a JunkWaxVintage hitbox this morning, because that one last night was amazing. Mr. Daner, good to see you, my brother. How are you? Big hugs and firm handshakes to Mr. Yurchich. Justin Black, welcome back, my man. All right, we do have a beautiful trade. Thank you so much for using that trading system. I see Jets and Raiders. So that is going to be Mr. Saltzgiver and Mr. Tid, Jake from State Farm. So, Jake, you have the Jets. And Jason Saltzgiver, you have the Raiders. Got you covered, gentlemen. Thank you. Miss Melody smacking us with half a showstopper. Thank you, Melly P. I appreciate you, my friend. Taking us to Hype Train level 3 at 28%. All right, folks. I love the positivity. Thank you, Dane. Good to see you this morning, my man. So I do believe the trading has come to a dull roar. I think it's time for me to go ahead and lock the rest of these in here. Let's go. Mr. Billy Casper starting with the Patriots. Shout out to our mass holes. Ryan Bruns, 49ers. Oh, by the way, legends, for those of you that have spent time with us over there on eBay Live, a lot of you know when we do a break on eBay Live, we use a sheet very similar to this. It sits up there on the screen. I have been working on something behind the scenes, my friends, that I think you're really going to like. So it will completely eliminate my need to have a piece of paper up there on the screen. But I will also be very transparent with you. It is not easy. It's taken me a little bit of time. But I think I will have it done for Friday night's show, and I'm excited to show you. Mr. Brent Wells taking the Steelers. Thank you, Brent. Excellent to have you in a break with us again, my man. JJ taking the Cardinals. Are you here this morning, JJ? DJP, Dennis. Broncos. Mr. Saltzgiver, number 7, the Chargers. Shout out to Melody. Kirk Woa, my favorite former fellow Washingtonian, taking the Packers in number 8. Chris Stroop, one half of the Super Stroopers, taking the Commanders in number 9. Mr. Saltzgiver, number 10, the Dirty Birdie Ravens. One half of the Isley brothers, Mr. Derek, 11 and 12, Saints and the Bears. And that is correct, Tuna. Yep, Friday night. So instead of doing Friday night lights like we normally do here on Twitch, TikTok, Facebook, Kick, and YouTube, for the very first time ever, we're going to do eBay Live on a Friday night. We're going to give it a shot. See how it goes. Miss Melody says, Mr. Dalen, will Saturday night be back on Twitch? It will not. If you're on eBay Friday, wanted to get Lydia NASCAR Friday, but Saturday works, so we will be on eBay Friday and Saturday night, Miss Melody. I am so sorry. But I really hope that you can join us over there, Miss Melody. We would love to have you, because we can definitely handle that on eBay. I would love to rip something for Melody on eBay. That would be sick. But if you're reluctant to download eBay, you're still part of the family, Miss Melody. We just have to wait till next week. So the last JWV show on Twitch, TikTok, Facebook, Kick, and YouTube for this week will be Thursday night. And then we will be back Tuesday morning at 9:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Mr. Colt Simmons, good morning, Colty. Excellent to see you, my brother. Happy Wednesday. All right, Derek Isley, Saints and Bears. So, Miss Melody, if you have any questions about downloading eBay, it is very, very easy, but I am happy to help any step of the way if you need it there, Miss Melody. We would love to have you there with us on eBay because the family is there. And then we also have a bunch of new people in the family. So on Saturday night, we had over 130 people in the room for pretty much most of the show. It was incredible. Ernie Martinez, spot number 13, the Lions. David Sims, one of the newest members of the family, taking down WKRP, the Bengals. Our favorite Bree B in the evening. Imus in the evening, taking the North Kakalaki Panthers. Thank you, Bree. One half of the Super Stroopers, Cowboys, in number 16. Shout out to Master Alex Wayne. DJP, number 18, you got the Titans, Dennis. Kirk Woa, number 19, Falcons. Shout out to Glenn Lucio. John Eddy, one of the newest members of the family, taking down the Giants. Super Strooper Chris, taking number 21, the Minnesota Vikings. Mr. Saltzgiver, number 22, you lucky ducky, taking down my Seattle Seahawks. And I see now, Kirk Woa, you were trying to trade for the Seahawks. Makes me feel a little bit better. Happy Hump morning to you as well, Colty. Jim Cos, number 23, Cleveland Browns. DJP, number 24, you got Melody's Buffalo Bills. Jim Cos, number 25, Uncle Smitty's Eagles. Randy White, also known as Revive Resale, taking 26 and 27, Jags and Bucks. Thank you, Randy. Melly P, spot number 28, your Kansas City Chiefs. Excellent. Shout out to Mr. Alan White. DJP, number 29, Mary's Rams. Shout out to Miss Mary. Then we have Jake from State Farm taking the Texans and the Colts. And last but definitely not least, Miss Melody taking the Dolphins. Shout out to Snowflake. There you go, legends. If you would do me a big favor, take a gander at that list. If it looks accurate and appropriate, may I please have a hell yeah in the chat so I know we're ready. And Tomas Fredrickson, our Norwegian brother, says, my daughter told me to thank you for the Squishmallow pack you put in the JWV package you got. You are very, very welcome, Thomas. That is exactly why we put that in there for you, pal. Scotty 2 Hottie Kuniko, good morning, brother. Go team. Go sports. Go sports balls. Good to see you this morning, pal. I love it, Miss Melody. Thank you, my dear. Shout out to Mrs. Junkwax. Those beautiful emotes. Thank you, Jason Saltzgiver. Thank you, Kirk Woa. You rock my face off, sir. Twice. And then once again in the morning. All right, let's do it.
It's time!
Gotta be real careful with this new knife because it is sharp AF. Mr. Saltzgiver.
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair!
There you go, my man. Ask and you shall receive. Thank you, Jake from State Farm. Thank you, Brian Smith. So we're looking at 160 cards total. And hopefully, at least one autograph. We shall see. They are not guaranteed in the mega boxes, but we have been very lucky in the past. Little stowaway. Empty box number 2. Mr. Saltzgiver, watch another Jaden Daniels will show up. I think so. Thank you for trying to speak that into existence. Senor Barreto. Good to see you this morning. All right. Pack number 4, Ectomy. Twice. Let's do it. Thank you, Nurse Tony. We're going to do this in probably 4 or 5 rounds. Anybody have any big plans for this wonderful Wednesday? Anything fun going on today? Myself and Mrs. Junkwax will be shipping out a whole bunch of eBay stuff today. Excited to do so. We had over 150 orders on Saturday night. That is a lot of packages. Alrighty. Round number 1. We start out with Jaden Daniels. Mr. Saltzgiver, quit it, sir. You have been speaking cards into existence the last 48 hours, and I love it. Why not Ben Sinnott, back-to-back Commanders, Mitchell, Patanu, Jim Kelly for the Bills on the After Image Chrome, not too shabby, going to Mr. Pudwill, Mr. Riggins, Peyton Wilson on a gold parallel for the Steelers, Leroy's cousin, Mr. Chris Jenkins, Corey Schrader, Jalen Dalen Harrell, Michael Wiley, Leonard Taylor III, Darrell Rivas for the Jets. Oh, we have a bill numbered to 225, Cole Bishop. And that one goes to DJP, Mr. Dennis Pudwill. Congratulations, Dennis. Beautiful card there, my man. Mr. Gronkowski on your orange parallel for the Patriots. Nathaniel Watson, John Reese Plumlee, Graham Barton, Malachi Corley, Ricky Pearsall for the 40 Whiners. Ooh, there we go. How about an acetate rookie Drake May? And that goes to the Patriots, and that is Billy Casper. Congratulations, Billy. Beautiful. I agree, Miss Melody. Isn't that lovely? I think that deserves a huzzah. Laces out, Dan. Oh, look. Little footballs. Little Dan Marino for Bienvenidos, Amayami. Dallas Turner for Minnesota. And we actually found an autograph of that young man for Mikey Koba not too long ago. Little Bo Nix. Peyton Wilson. Tyke Smith. Sam Hartman. James Williams. After Image Hadley Ho there, neighbors. Shout out to Melody's PC, but that goes to John Eddy. That is a Chrome rookie Malik Neighbors on the After Image. Nicely done there, John. The giant cranium of Mr. Peyton Manning. Look at him. He's going to go cry on his huge pillow. Byron Murphy for my Seattle Seahawks on the gold parallel. Rookie. Justin Eboigbe. Mr. Dylan Johnson. Chris Braswell for the Bucks. The talented Mr. Shipley. Shout out to Uncle Smitty. Bucky Irving. Luke McCaffrey. James Harrison for the Steelers, numbered to 225. And I think, yes, that one goes to our buddy Mr. Brent Wells. Congratulations, Brent. 123 out of 225. Beautiful. Raylan Obi Trice, real name, no gimmicks, for the Falcons. Tommy Eichenberg. Johnny Wilson. Tyrese Knight for my Seattle Seahawks. Jabari Small. Roman Wilson. AP for Minnesota. Back-to-back Minnesotans, and that is a Chrome Dallas Turner. Beautiful. An orange parallel for the Titans, James Williams, rookie. And Xavier Worthy, rookie for the Chiefs. Last but not least for Miss Melody. Not too shabby on round number 1. There you go, Scotty 2 Hottie Kuniko. Shout out to old Dan Marino. So we do have a few sleevers in that round, my friends. Thank you for bearing with me for just a moment here. Put old Drake up there on the stand. And we're not talking about the one that owns his own airplane. Shout out to Drake. Old Drizzy Drake. As the kids would say. All right, legends. Round number 2. Where are you flying out of, Johnny Utah, if I may ask? All right, round 2. And we start off with Byron Murphy for my Seattle Seahawks. Tavondre Sweat. Jershawn Newton. Cooper DeJean for those Eagles. Shout out to Uncle Smitty. Johnny Utah Brandon says, well, I'm flying out of Salt Lake heading to Vegas for the F1 race. Peanut butter and jealous. That is going to be amazing. One of these days, I cannot wait to do that with you here in Austin, my brother, at the Circuit of the Americas. Starcast. A.A. Ron Donald for the Rams on the acetate. And that one goes to DJP, Mr. Pudwill. Dennis, you were doing very well on this break, my man. Mrs. Junkwax's PC, Mr. Jason Kelsey. Ocho Cinco on a gold parallel for WKRP. And that one goes to David Sims. Jordan Morgan, Dexter's cousin. Dejan Edwards for the Steelers. Mr. A.J. Barner, rookie for my Seahawks. Cedric Gray. Mikey St. Resteel for the Commanders. We have a Paramount pairings for the Giants. Strahan and Justin Tuck. And that goes to John Eddy. Nice one, John. The legend, Mr. Joe Montaigne for the 40 Whiners. Orahoro for the Falcons on an orange parallel. Mr. Franklin. Aeneas Smith. Mr. Cowing. Shout out to Ozzy Osbourne. Little Jacob Cowing for the 40 Whiners. J.C. Latham. Jaden Daniels. So nice, you got him twice for the Commanders. Todd O'Hara, good morning to the Todd father. Earl Campbell. Old school Oilers legend on the Chrome. That goes to the Titans. Tim Brown. Marvin Harrison Jr. for Mr. Espositos. Arizona Cardinals. But these go to JJ this morning, Mr. Milna. And last but not least, Tyler Newman for the Gigantes of Football. There you go. Thank you, John. But I will keep that in mind, my man. We have another Eagles fan in the family. Shout out to Uncle Smitty. He is our resident Eagles fan, has been for 5 years. Mr. O'Hara, how are you this morning, Todd? And I apologize, Todd. I know you wanted me to reach out to you by phone, my friend. I have been unbelievably busy over here, brother, between pre-grading and sending out eBay packages. So I appreciate you bearing with me on that one, my friend. If there's anything that we can handle via text, just let me know there, Todd O'Hara. I definitely want to help. I've just been very busy, my friend, so I appreciate you bearing with me on that one, pal. Prairie Dog Cards, thank you for smacking the follow button and welcome to the family. All righty, here we go. Why not Ben Sinat? So nice, we got him twice for the Commanders. Mitchell, Fatanu, Corey Schrader for the Rams, Jalen Dalen Harrell, Tennessee, and I am still thirsty. Mr. Wendell's a bum. Oh, you got a chrome Joe Montaigne. That is gorgeous. Peanut butter and jealous, Mr. Ryan Bruins and the 40 Whiners. And Prairie Dog, you absolute legend.
This is the coolest thing I have ever seen.
Just hit that resub button for 3 months in a row. That is absolutely amazing, my man. Thank you so damn much. It is things like that that help to keep this thing on the rails, my friend. Welcome to the family, Prairie Dog. Big hugs and firm handshakes to you, my brother. Murder in the game. Old Ray Lewis for the Raiders. Kamari Lassiter. Ooh, and I just got a notification, folks. We are 50% of the way of our subscription goal. So I think we're at 750 out of 1,500. That is incredible. Thank you again, Prairie Dog. Good morning, Jason Russell. How is our Canadian cousin this morning? Hope you're having a wonderful morning there, my man. I hear it's a little cold up there. Michael Wiley. Leonard Taylor III. I believe I found an autograph for that young man for Melody not too long ago. John Reese Plumlee. Graham Barton. Brock Bowers for the Raiders. And that one goes to Jason Saltzgiver. Shout out to our gorgeous Georgian. Little Anthony Richardson for the Colts. Michael Pratt for the Bucks on a gold parallel. Makai Wingo. Malachi Corley. Ricky Pearsall for the 40 Whiners. Thank you, Dutchie. I knew you would like that one, my man. My cousin, Dalen McMillan. So fun fact, folks, if you change 2 letters of that dude's name, it is literally my name. Fun. DJ James. Oh, buddy. Check that out, legends. I strongly believe that might be a case hit. Congratulations to the 40 Whiners on the Odyssey. And that goes to Mr. Ryan Bruins. Congratulations, my brother.
Oh my God, it's so juicy.
Oh my God!
Bangarang!
I remember, Miss Melody. Thank you. Congratulations, Mr. Ryan Bruns. We have ripped through a lot of top signature class, and that is the very first one of those that we have found. Odyssey Rookie Refractor Ricky Pearsall. Gorgeous. Congratulations again, Mr. Ryan Bruns. Hell yeah. Back to it, some Favre. Our buddy Jared says, I just subbed on Twitch as well. My username is Prairie Dog Cards. Oh, that's awesome, Jared. Well, welcome to the family, pal. I was just giving you shout-outs over there, my good man. Josh Newton for WKRP on the color match orange parallel. Cameron Kitchens, Hartman, Williams, Dylan Johnson, Chris Braswell for the Bucks. Tim Brown for Dutchie's Raiders. Beautiful, but the Raiders go to Mr. Jason Saltzgiver. And that is numbered to 175. Jason with an E. Mr. Drew Brees. Jawar Jordan for the Texans on a gold parallel. And Brandon Dorless, last but not least, for the Atlanta Falcons. And that is your penultimate base pack round. Allow me just a moment. All right. So Melody asked, is the Odyssey Refractor a case hit in 2024 top signature? It says yes, the Odyssey Refractor in 2024 top signature is considered a case hit. That means it is rare and highly sought after and typically appears only once per case of boxes. Thank you, Miss Melody. I appreciate you double checking on that one, my friend. Keeping me honest. Mr. Yurchich, you know I appreciate those gifts over there, pal. Thank you, Daner. All right, legends. This is our last base pack round. And then we're going to bust into those fabled pack number 4s. Welcome back, Miss Stella. No sorry necessary, homie. Just glad to have you back there, Miss Stella. I hope I can find you something juicy, Jake from State Farm. I appreciate you being a good sport, my good man. Okie dokie. Starting off with the talented Mr. Shipley. Shout out to our buddy, Mr. Chris Shipley. Bucky Irving. McCaffrey. Johnny Wilson. Emmett Smith. Deuce Deuce for Dem Boys. And that goes to the Super Strooper, Mr. Chris. Trevin Wallace for North Kakalaki. Going to the Panthers. That is a chrome. And that one goes to Bree Imus. Mr. Troy Aikman on the orange parallel. Adiza Isaac. Tyrese Knight for my Seahawks. Jabari Small. Roman Wilson. Byron Murphy. Mr. and Mrs. Murphy's boy. Tavondre Sweat. Oh, there you go. Bears. Wow. One half of the Isley brothers. Derek Isley. Caleb Williams. Rookie acetate. That is gorgeous. To go with the Drake May that we already pulled. Outstanding. And the Brock Bowers. A couple of absolutely beautiful acetate rookies. Tyke Smith on the gold parallel. Mr. Tony, if you're taking out this morning, my brother, or taking off this morning, my brother, thank you so much for hanging out with us as always, my good man. We will see you back here tonight, my man. Have a wonderful Wednesday. Thank you, Tony. Johnny Brooks. Jershawn Newton. Cooper DeJean. Shout out to Uncle Smitty. And the newest member of the family, another Eagles fan, Dijon Edwards. AJ Barner. How about another couple of cool Cowboys, Jason Witten and Jade Novacek. I remember writing both of those names on my binder when I was like 12. Very nice. Jordan Love for the Packers. Aldrick Estime, little color match, orange parallel for the Horsies. Shout out to the Kuniko clan. Amarius Mims. Cedric Gray. Mike Stain Steele for the Commanders. Aeneas Smith. Jacob Cowing. The legend, Mr. Dan Fouts for the San Diego Chargers on a chrome. And Chargers is Jason Saltzgiver. Miss Melody says, I saw that Caleb for $50 as I love them, but didn't check sold, so I wasn't sure if that's a bad price. That is a great question, Miss Melody. Seems like it might be a little bit high. Mr. Meanie Joe Greeny. Shout out to Brad Greeny. Trey Benson on a gold parallel for the Arizona Cardinals. Kalen Dalen Carson for Dem Boys. Aeneas Smith. Mr. Cowing. Latham. Jaden Daniels, so nice. You got him thrice, Commanders. Shout out to the artist in the ambulance. That is my buddy, Mr. Chris Stroop. Johnny Brooks on the Chrome, rookie for North Kakalaki. That is another Panther going to Bree Imus. Laces out Dan. So nice, you got him twice. Ricky Williams, back-to-back Dolphins. Let Ricky smoke. On the gold parallel for the Dolphins. And Latu, rookie for the Colts. Last but definitely not least. And that is the end of our base packs there, my friends. If you would allow me just a spot of housekeeping. Mr. Jim Cos, welcome back, my brother. We will do a recap when we're done with this. Last pack magics. Thank you, Brandon Franz. That's exactly what I was thinking, my friend. Indeed. That is why it is so important that we always check the sold listings. All right, here we go, my friends. Good luck. Jalen Dalen McMillan. DJ James. Isaiah Davis. Fashanu back-to-back Jets. And another Jaden Daniels on the Chrome. Congratulations again, Chris. One half of the Super Stroopers on the Chrome Gridiron Ambassadors. Mr. Kurt Warner. Jatavion Sanders for North Kakalaki on the orange parallel. Jace McClellan. Isaiah Davis. Fashanu for the Jets. Peyton Wilson. Tyke Smith for the Bucks. Andre Reed on the Total Touchdowns Chrome for the Buffalo Bills. Shout out to Miss Melody. But the Bills go to DJP Mr. Pudwill in this break this morning. Mr. Jim McMahon, legend for Da Bears. Tavondre Sweat for Tennessee on the gold parallel. And last but not least, Jalen Dalen Ford for Jimmy Nuge's New Orleans Saints. But the Saints in this break go to Derek Isley. There you go. Another juicy JunkWaxVintage family break in the books. Congratulations to Mr. Ryan Bruns on that absolutely magnificent case hit. If you would allow me a moment, my dear friends, for a spot of housekeeping. Mr. Wells, thank you for sharing out my live, my brother. I have said it before and I will say it again. One of the best compliments that anybody can ever pay me over here on TikTok is when you share out my live like that. Thank you, pal. Alrighty, recap. And by the way, folks, we did get a lot of parallels in that one too, and all those will be sleeved up for you. So we ended up with that beautiful acetate Drake May rookie for the Patriots. That goes to Billy Casper. Caleb Williams, acetate rookie for Da Bears. That one goes to Derek Isley. Mr. Brock Bowers, rookie acetate for the Raiders. Shout out to Mr. Dutchy. But that one goes to Jason Saltzgiver this morning. Jaden Daniels going to Chris Stroop. Mr. Tim Brown for the Raiders. Also for Jason Saltzgiver, and that is numbered to 175. Johnny Brooks for North Kakalaki. The Panthers going to Bree Imus. Dan Fouts for the Chargers. That goes to Jason Saltzgiver on the Chrome. Jason Witten and Jay Novacek for Dem Boys going to Chris Stroop. Chrome Trevin Wallace for the Carolina Panthers going to Bree Imus. Joe Montana for the 40 Whiners going to Ryan Bruns. Earl Campbell on the Chrome going to the Titans, and that goes to Dennis Pudwill. Strahan and Justin Tuck for the Giants going to John Eddy. Numbered to 225, Cole Bishop for the Bills on an Aqua Chrome rookie, and that goes to DJP, Mr. Dennis Pudwill. Numbered to 225 for the Steelers, and that goes to Brent Wells. Malik Neighbors going to John Eddy on the Chrome rookie after image. Jim Kelly Chrome after image. That goes to Dennis Pudwill. And last but not least, my friends, that glorious case hit going to Ryan Bruns and the 40 Whiners. Absolutely gorgeous. There is our buddy, Mr. Prairie Dog. What's up, Jared? Thank you for being over here on Twitch, my good man. I think you'll like it over here a little better. in my humble opinion. Definitely not throwing any shade at TikTok, but I find the chat over on Twitch is just a little more positive and engaging because you're dealing with people that have been here on this channel for many, many years. Over on TikTok, we just never know who we're going to get, right? So there you go, my dear friends. Again, thank you for helping us fill that little bad boy this morning. That was incredible. And I think Ryan Bruns is going to be a very, very happy camper on that case hit. Alrighty. I cannot thank you enough, Jake from State Farm. Thank you, my brother. So believe it or not, my friend, there is other card content creators on Twitch, and they're very good. So you're more than welcome to check that out too. I appreciate that so much, Jared. You are absolutely right, brother. It is the place to be. You are correct. Mr. Saltzgiver says, y'all have a great day. Got to get my day started. See y'all tonight. Looking forward to it, Jason. Thank you, my good man. Have a absolutely wonderful Wednesday, my brother. So, you're hit me in the fields, Jake. Thank you, Mr. Tid. I appreciate that, my man. All right, legends. Let me refresh that shop one more time. Make sure we're not missing anything. We are solid in the shop. So, my dear friends, my family, we're coming up on that 2-hour mark on this absolutely wonderful Wednesday morning. I see you, Tuna. I love you, buddy. Thank you for saying that. You know, there is some other good breakers out there for sure. For sure. But one of the things I absolutely hate to see is when we have people that I care about. Because if you've noticed, I don't think of you all as customers, right? I never have. I don't plan on ever thinking that way. I think of you as my friends, and you also just happen to buy cards from us, right? So I will be honest. It does kind of hit me in the feels in the wrong way when we have people that come in, they're like, oh, hey, I got into this other break with somebody I didn't know, and I didn't get my cards. What should I do? I don't know. I'm so sorry. I hate to hear that kind of stuff. You know, so my advice, folks, I would never, ever ask anybody to only break with us. I understand there's a lot of other breakers out there. My only advice would be, make sure that you talk to somebody in the chat that has received a package from that breaker, so you know that they send out the cards. Because unfortunately, what happens, folks, and this happens quite often, and it hurts my heart that this is even a thing. I hate that I even have to say anything about this, but it is true. There are people out there that have a really messed up business model, and their business model is, step 1, start a TikTok channel. Step 2, do a giveaway of a hobby box around $100. If you do a giveaway, it's going to give you to that 1,000 followers really quick, right? Once you have 1,000 followers, they can go live. And then they can post a break, even if they don't have the boxes. I will repeat, they can post a break even if they don't have the boxes. So I have seen breakers, I say loosely, that will put up a break, and it's like a mixer break and the equivalent of like $2,500 worth of cards, okay? So the break spots are somewhere between $100 and $200, and believe it or not, they will fill that break with people that they have never sold to before, and then they will shut down their TikTok channel and keep all the money. And you can't find them. They're gone. And I have seen that happen more times than I can even count. Yes, Dutchie, yes. So that's why it's super important, folks. Make sure that if you're talking in the chat, make sure that you find somebody that has received a package from that breaker. So that way you know they send out cards. And the other thing that you should look at is try to analyze what kind of investment they have into the hobby. Does that make sense? So when you're dealing with a breaker that does not have a significant investment into the hobby, unfortunately, it could be in their best interest, to keep a big card. So I have seen that happen as well. So they do a break, they fill all the break spots, they're in the middle of the break, and they pull like a $10,000 card. They will immediately refund everybody in the break and shut down their channel, and then keep the card. And they think they did everything right because they refunded everybody. That is not how this goes, ever. So yeah, all kinds of tomfoolery happening out there, folks. So my biggest point is just be careful. Have your head on a swivel, because I don't want to see any of my friends getting taken advantage of. That sucks. Jeffro, my brother from another mother. He says, if you're getting into a break, ask their name. If it's not Dalen, move on. I love it so much. Thank you, Jeffro. It ain't easy being this Brandon Creasy. Good morning, my brother. Miss Stella, I will politely and lovingly push back, my friend, because you are the best, homie. But I appreciate you saying that, Stella. Thank you, my dear. Gracias, Senor Ruiz. Tu sabes, tuna. Thank you, my man. Kyle Dana, you're right. It is sickening. You know me, brother. I pride myself in being an unbelievably positive human being. But I cannot fake the funk. You know what I mean? I got to give you the straight dish on that one. And there's a lot of tomfoolery that happens with braking because braking is not regulated. So my whole point when I started this channel, that was the whole goal, was to give people a safe place where you know you're going to get your cards, where we can find cool stuff. And in the meantime, we have a whole bunch of camaraderie, right? We get to do this every day together. And in my humble opinion, I have said it before, my friends, and I will say it again. I truly believe that it is absolutely impossible to go out there and have anything less than a stellar day when you start it right here with yours truly. So thank you all for doing that today. So my dear friends, my family, I think it is that time, gosh dang it. I'm going to refresh that shop one last time to make sure we're not missing anything. And we are solid. So your boy gets to go destroy a couple of Red's breakfast burritos. And then I have a whole bunch of pre-grading to do today. And I'm very excited to get those results sent out. So I was looking back. I feel horrible. I will always be transparent with you, my friends, even if it is to my own detriment. And the cards that I am pre-grading right now were submitted in September. Ew. I never want to hold on to people's cards that long, gosh dang it, but they must be examined. So, thank you all so damn much for your patience. Thank you for your understanding. If I'm being really transparent with you folks, when I first started pre-grading, I started doing it for members of the community, right? So back then the community was a lot smaller. So when I was pre-grading, we were doing, maybe 10 to 15 cards a week. And that was fairly manageable. Well, after we started getting back PSA submissions and all those PSA 10s, the floodgates opened. And all of a sudden, quickly, I was sitting on over 200 cards. I got to be honest, I did not see that coming. So that is why we shut down that pre-grading, my friends. Very similar to how PSA shut down their grading when they got in the weeds, So that is what we've done. Tuna says, how much is pre-grade and who do you use? So Tuna, I did the pre-grading, my man, is what I'm talking about. So up there at JunkWaxVintage.com in the past, people could go to JunkWaxVintage.com and purchase pre-grading from yours truly. Yeah, I did have to shut it down, my man, because I got way too behind. And I always want to do right by people. You know what I mean? And of course, I could have kept those pre-grades open and we probably would have got a lot more money, but I would feel absolutely terrible because I would have gotten further and further behind, right? I'm only one person. Even if I pre-grade 8 hours a day, I can only get through about 25, 30 cards at the most. And that's if I'm kind of going fast. And I don't like to go fast because I truly care about that pre-grade. You know what I mean? When you guys give me money for something, I want to make sure that you get your money's worth. So I refuse to go faster. You know what I mean? You're going to get what you paid for, even if it takes a few weeks extra. Oh, thank you, Dutchie. I appreciate you saying that, my man. You could not be more correct. Spot on. Tuna, I have not, but I know there is a lot of pre-graders out there. So you're more than welcome to go check those out. But again, I would suggest that you try to talk to somebody who has used them before and make sure that they're going to send you your cards back. Unfortunately, I have heard stories of that as well. People sending out cards for pre-grading, they send them to somebody that they don't know, and they don't get the cards back. Ew. So just be careful, my dear friends. Keep that head on a swivel. At the end of the day, I never want to see anybody getting taken advantage of. Oh, well, there you go, Tuna. Well, they sound wonderful, my man. Sounds like you got a good one, my dude. Excellent. All right, legends. It is time for your boy to go mow on a couple of delicious Red's breakfast burritos. Thank you, as always, for starting the morning the right way. I am chomping at the bit to be right back here with you at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time this evening. Randy White, have a wonderful Wednesday, pal. Oh, Jake from State Farm. I appreciate you saying that, buddy. Thank you, you big sweetie. Oh, that's awesome, Tuna. And Kirk Woa says, D's pre-grades were legend and spot on. He called about 20 PSA 10s for you. I remember, my brother, especially that red Jackson Churio. I have dreams about that card, my man. It's such a cool slab. I hope you keep that until they have to pry it out of your cold, dead fingers, sir. Kyle Dana, have a wonderful Wednesday, my man. Hey, Meow. I see you there, Kevin Curtin, our brother from the Emerald Isle. What's up, buddy? Catching us on the way out this morning, Kevin Curtin. Enjoy that outro jingle, my friends. It is wonderful to see you this morning, Kevin. Have a magnificent remainder of your day. And I will do the same. And I hope to see you all back here tonight at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Same junk time, same junk channel. Do I look like a cat to you, boy? Do you see me hopping around on nimbly bimbly from tree to tree? Do you see me drinking milk from a saucer? Do you see me eating mice? Hey, Meow. Don't worry about that little guy. I love you all so damn much. Mr. Kevin Curtin says, just finished up work. Have a good day, mate. You do the same, Kevin Curtin. Hope to see you back here tonight, my friend. Victor Lopez, you too there, buddy. Enjoy that outro jingle. Let's bring this back down a peg, shall we? Enjoy that outro jingle, legends. We will see you tonight. Big hugs. Firm handshakes all around. Have a wonderful Wednesday. That is in order. Tuna, some new boot goofing. Shout out to Reno 911. Yes, please. I love that scene so damn much. All right, legends. Enjoy your Wednesday and enjoy that outro jingle. I'm going to go kill a couple of delicious Red's breakfast burritos. I'm going to pre-grade a whole bunch of cards today. We're going to get some eBay packages out, and then we'll see you back here tonight. Smoochies. Such a dork. Love you all. Enjoy that outro jingle. Some baby making music. Some smooth sounds.
The packs are all ripped in, the legends are smiling.
That's right.
Another wonderful Wednesday, man, time's flying.
You know it.
And Dalen's luscious locks caught that Harvey light.
That's right.
And Mrs. JunkWax kept those pulls wrapped tight. We laughed, we cheered, we pulled some heat with spicy water flowing and good vibes on repeat. Camaraderie runs deep, you can feel it in the song. That JWV family just keeps rolling on. From vintage wax to the modern glow.
Bye, Jason.
We build memories, only legends know. Every chat, every pull, every card we sleep. It's the love of the hobby, that's what we believe.
You know it.
So raise one up, let that spicy water shine, shine. For the laughter, the laughter, the good time life. From the break room lights to the friendship flame, we're grateful for you. You make this game wonderful Wednesday mornings too. But tonight's got something special too. So come on back, 8 p.m. Central Sharp, for more packs to rip and fire to spark. Yeah. So tonight, keep the hobby strong, stay jamming kind where you belong. From Dalen's and locks to the family bone. We'll see you soon at JunkWaxVintage.com.
Did we miss Baywatch?
You know that I'm the cream of the crop.
When I was tasting you, brother, I found you to be not so bad at all.
And I'm inviting you to come see me and to get it straightened out all in one night. Yeah.
Oh, my.
after I beat you and satisfy all the Hulkamaniacs. I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob.
Oh, wow! Unjustifiably in a position that I'd rather not be in.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Come out, Craig. Easy now, fuzzy little man Peach.
I've been arrogant, and I apologize.
I am humble in general.
Oh my God! I've got the style and profile like never before. Let me go on record as telling the whole world to be the man. You gotta beat the man, and I'm saying, I got that Ric Flair. Woo! I got that Ric Flair.
Come out, Craig.
Giggity, giggity, giggity.
All right. You absolute legends. I see over here, Miss Melody. You already know. You incredible human beings that have hung in here with me till the very, very end. You know this wonderful Wednesday, and even tonight already deserves.
Give me 2 claps and a Ric Flair.
Get that corn out of my face! You can take me, but you cannot take my bunghole. For I have no bunghole. I am the great cornholio.
Emotional damage.
Dumbass.
There you go, you absolute legends. Little soundboard Olympics to see us out on this wonderful Wednesday morning. I love those giant emotes. Thank you, Miss Melody. I sincerely appreciate you. Back when I had short hair on that classy emote. Goodness gracious, that was a long time ago. I love it. We got to make some new ones. Have an absolutely wonderful Wednesday, my friends. Thank you again for a tremendous hump morning here with the family. And we'll see you back here tonight. Bye-bye.